Hello, this is Albert, back with another episode of These Nuts. Today we're gonna do some more sit and go videos. Make sure that they're very easy to learn. I feel like just make sure that you know how to play them and have a way of making some nice easy money, beating these fish to death, using some basic sit and go strategy. None crazy. Nothing too different from what other people do, but stuff that works. So just pay attention. You should learn something, hopefully. See, early, once again, just stay out of the way. Let them knock themselves out.
Which is also what Brad and Angelina call one of their kids. It's my favorite look from my least favorite movie. That movie was no bueno. DEEZNUTS Brad. Tonight on the show, I redeemed one of Walmart's biggest customers. I horse around with some trick shots, and my secretly recorded conversation with my girlfriend gets leaked. Let's start the show. The stories those nips could tell. If by thirsty you mean horny, then yes, I am. John Malkovich takes on the most challenging roles. It's going to come out of those things exactly. Man milk, a couple cookies, and a glass of man milk.
Fold this to the under the gun raise. I'm telling you, we're gonna just make it a video. Yeah.
His nips got me thinking, who has the best male in Hollywood? Number 3, Jason Statham. I heard he once gouged a man's eye out with those titty boners. As deadly as they are sexy. Number 2 is going to surprise you. Larry King. He owes his whole career to those pink pupils. And the winner for best male nipple is Topher Grace.
Tell these guys what I'm doing here. Let me get a few more members. Facebook group right now. Just trying to build like an audience, So you guys could be here from pretty much day one. Enjoy the ride. These videos. Hopefully there'll be a ride, but we'll see what comes of it.
It's a base, you nerd. Later, he bit the head off the class guinea pig, then OD'd on scented markers. I would never smash mine on instrument. Thank you. Yes, baby, rock and roll, Pops. Rock and roll. I learned that little move from the Funky Talk Man. Alright, if you follow this next guy on Instagram, you already know he's large. My dad only threw pennies in the pool for us to dive after. This guy throws in porn stars. Oh, man. Alright, she's a little unsteady. Try using a bowling grip. Hook her in the pool. We are going to need more chlorine. I think he's going to smell his fingers later. You know this better than anyone if you live in the valley. You've got clean porn stars on you.
See, I call that, so just put a min bet out there and just basically hoping to hit something on the next card. I'm not going to proceed with any other action like that. I'm not chasing a jack that I could be dead to. So, it's definitely not a good idea to start chasing one card overs like that early on. See here, he's jack suited. I mean, early on, could also argue about folding this hand too, but I just think it's a little bit too strong to just fold if it's an unopened pot. But you know, position not the best. Middle position. I'm gonna open it. Just standard raise to 150.
When you're done prancing around in the cups, you're out of toilet paper. Hurry up, your sister needs to get in there and masturbate with the shower.
Alright, this guy raised all in. I'm gonna be getting good all in with him. It's a little bit too many blinds right there. Early on, was it like 30 blinds? Ace Jack? I don't think so, buddy. You know, just stay alive in this thing. It's equity and folding. There's no need for me to give him, you know, my turn and buy in right there.
To be fair, I had a very deep cut on my toe. I assume this is all over a lawnmower? Show your green cards and come out flailing in this week's breakdown. Amateur boxing is a great way to blow off steam after a long day of loitering outside your local hardware store. I don't even want to think how much shaking there's going to be after 12 rounds of fair Wranglers.
This guy's swinging. I've never seen so many swings miss.
Well, it is rare to see a champion wear his belt during the match.
Sorry about that. Just had to check up on something.
Let's pray their ground work is better than the footwork.
Got you down a little bit of chips here early on. It's alright, you know. Still have plenty of blinds to work with. So, it's okay.
I'm not sure what the price of this fight is, but I'm positive it will be reported to the government. And for that, we thank you. We'll be right back, but first, here's your dick in the
Crazy mushroom. Look at it. Oh.
Yeah, I seen that one already. Over here watching Tosh.0 in the background. My buddy munching on something over there.
Bro, you don't have to describe everything.
I know, I'm saying, I want to bring the people, get the whole experience over here. Playing online poker. Online.
Take like a class. That's like those video cam girls take.
They don't take, they take a class? How do you know,
So
bro?
you get that etiquette. You get that right camera
Bro,
etiquette.
what are they, a video girl to you, bro? In a video girl etiquette, this kid says. What a sick bastard, bro. Yo, go to sleep, yo. This kid shut down my video last time. I'm about to win. It was gonna be like a perfect video too, because I had like 2 set and goes plus playing, and I shipped one and I got second place in the other, so it would have been a pretty good video. But you know, can't complain over here in my buddy's house. So listen, at least he's housing me, and you know, be thankful for that. I ain't speaking to somebody, yo. The DEEZNUTS audience, the DEEZNUTS community. That's it. Slaying fish everywhere.
You should like give away like a prize.
I will be giving.
Like
I will be giving. That's a good point, Elliot. I will be giving away a prize shortly.
No, I was like actually thinking like putting in like a little thing where they could like take a prize so you could actually see if anybody watches. You know.
I can see if anyone watches. Thank you, sir. And people do watch. Let me tell you, folks. But I will be giving away a prize. What I'm trying to do is get a whole bunch of these like fitted caps made up. I was gonna say like DEEZNUTS poker on it. They're sick, like fitted caps, you know. I'm gonna like give some of those away, bro. Take them to the poker tables, you know what I'm saying? Put your little headphones on, whatever you want. Just sit there and grind it out, you know. Make that paper. You know what I'm saying? Might have like might have maybe models modeling them, you know. There's big things to come, big things to come.
When you giving away a hooker.
Not hookers, Ilya. I said models, young man.
Same thing.
Come on now. Come on now. It's not talking about nice young ladies like that.
I get it.
So, if you're a model and you want to model some of my hats, let's say, hit me up on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. Whether you do or not, we will have models for you coming up. I guarantee it.
He started ad matching, but last week when a Walmart employee told him it wasn't allowed, Joe complained.
Do some nifty chip tricks for you fellas. Oh, check that out. Nah, I'm not like no chip twirler guy, but I could do a couple things here. It's not crazy. Some shit doing on board.
Attention 300-pound Walmart shopper. That penny pincher's Joe. And when you try to take advantage of Walmart's everyday low price guarantee, those blue vest bullies.
Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna shove it all in here. The reason why I'm shoving it in here, obviously King 5, it's like borderline, you know, I'm not looking really for a call, I'm looking to take down the blinds. And it's from the button. So on open pot, that means I only have to go through two people, the small blind and the big blind, and pretty much more or less most of the time they're gonna have an average hand, where King 5 even is probably ahead of there. But sometimes they will wake up with a monte like Ace Queen, and we'll call you, or tens are better, and we'll call you. But you know that's the breaks. And some of the time, you know, I'm gonna bank that king and still win. So that's why that play is profitable. In a nutshell, that's the kind of plays that, you know, those kind of pushes there is really what playing these sit and goes is all about. And you know, I know that, so when I get down to, you know, 10 blinds, or you know, it's like when I was down earlier, a couple of 100 chips, and I didn't panic because I know I still have plenty of blinds. I start going all in like that when I have about, let's say, 13.5 or less blinds in the sit and go. That's what I do. I just start trying to get it all in, and I, you know, from that point on, I no longer will open raise. I will just go all in. So, like, you know, I mean, nothing new. I'm sure if you played a sit and go before, I'm sure a lot of you already do this. But for those that haven't, you know, I feel like I need to explain it some of the time. If you guys all get it, I mean, you know, just tell me shut up, you know, in the comments or whatever. Like, I get it. Stop fucking being a dead horse to the ground, you know, something like that. Whatever, you know, cut back on it. Whatever you guys want to hear. Looking at the table, can't say I remember any of these guys actually. I'm playing here quite a lot. I don't know idea who the fuck these guys are. Seem like all fucking random regulars. I mean random fish cakes. I don't know, you know. Never seen them before. Just assume that they're bad, you know. I notice on this site, like in the early morning time, there'll be a lot of psycho. I don't know what it is, but like it seems like a lot of these, they have a lot of Italian players on the site, and they're just god awful. I mean, they are terrible. I mean, nothing against you Italian watchers out there, but man, I don't know. They must put something in the water out there in Italy, because I don't know, these guys just come on here and just, you know, can't wait to just punt their stacks off from, you know, the first hand. It seems like they're just terrible. I have no idea what they're doing. So if you want to make money on here, play it in the mornings with these guys, man. They'll just hand you their chips a lot of times, man. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They just try to bluff every pot. So make a hand and just stack them off. You'll be good every time. You heard it here first. Kill the Italian fish cakes. See, like when you go with your mouse over the names, you see that the town or whatever they're from to pop up. If you're not sure if it's Italian, fucking Google it. You know what I'm saying? You fucking know then. Google Maps it. Learn how to use it, bro. All right. trying to give him the.
Are you mad at your friend? Or are you like cool? Are you guys cool?
Nah, it's
I'm
like
still trying to figure it out.
Nah, it's like they know I'm
Mad,
like.
right?
I mean, they know I'm not mad. I'm just that's how I talk, man. Fucking going up in Brooklyn this whole time. I don't know.
Tell you, bro, take you about that class.
Go to sleep, Ilya. Listen to his side comments over here.
Guys,
Got people trying to get better at their poker games so they can take over the world over here, and you're over here making side comments about this and that. Get a stove. Where's my stove? Oh, be right back, folks.
you're good.
Need light though. Yeah, another gun. Short stacks all in. I'm gonna fold.
Solid answers. Every question I had, that's a solid answer. That makes sense.
Turn down a little bit.
They banned you for life. Seems a bit excessive. Yeah, they banned me.
Can you turn down a little bit, please?
Has that affected your travel plans? Not really. Where do you shop these days? I had to ride to Canada. You ever been into a Target?
It's like the good old days when you could still smoke at the poker table. You know? Not a big fan of all this like not being able to smoke at the poker table. You know? It's that kind of a game. I feel like, you know, it's like pool. You know, shooting billiards. You know? I feel like you should be able to smoke in the fucking pool hall. You know? Same like a card room. You know? Just like a, I don't know, man. Not a big fan of the government taking away rights. You know? Any kind of rights, even as little as that. I'm petty like that when it comes to rights. So both harassed 2015 president of the United States. And out of the respect, we get a walk nice in here. No one wants to take our blind, thank you. I'll hold on to my blind. Young man. We're over here. Alright, never mind. This guy limped in. I was thinking whether to shove this ace, jack 6. If this guy would have just folded, it would have been pretty borderline here. Actually, it looks like a really weak hand, but I still think that I might have enough fold equity to make him fold this random hand here. So that play is not. It's still probably a profitable shove to go in there. When I say probably, I mean definitely. Even jack 6 like that offsuit, as light as that, you could do it. That'll be probably borderline though. That'll be like the bottom of the range, but you can still get away with it. That's what it's all about, picking up those uncontested pots. Uncontested, I mean without them seeing the flop, you know? Can't lose it that way, right? Until they snap you off with a monster hand that they wake up with, but you know, that happens rarely. But it will happen. There's times you'll probably lose, especially if they got you covered, but you know, most time that won't happen, you'll win. Or you at least will cash. And that's what I'm trying to get you guys to the point where, you know, you cash it more times than you don't cash it, thereby making money. I mean, you get first place once, that's pretty much like 4 times the buy-in here, and it pays for 4 spots, so it's like, I mean, they make it really hard for you to not cash, in my opinion. I mean, you just gotta stay out of the way early, let these people bust themselves out, and you know, just stay out of the way, try to play solid, let them make mistakes, don't make any mistakes, you know, stop spewing your chips away. That's silly plays, you know.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
So it is tight is right, you know. But you know, don't be afraid to mix it up. Get your chips in there also when the time comes, and you know, when you know that you should be doing it. So you gotta pick up those chips. You gotta put the pressure on them, and you know, the money's made on the bubble really in sitting goals. That's what I've always learned. when I was learning the game. So, which means, you know, you have to be around for the bubble first and foremost. Got this guy picking up a big pot, knocking out two more people, down to 6 people. So the next 2 people that get out will not get paid. Well, we have a person asking what's the page on Facebook. What is on that Facebook page? He says, I'll tell you, young man, what's on there is free training videos by me, and a community of like-minded poker players. I mean,
the conversation about his car loan didn't start here. It started with that overdue bill he never got. Checking his Experian credit report and score allowed him to identify and better address the issue. Then drive off into the sunset. Experian.
Oh, hi there, Bill. Hey, are you guys having another meeting?
Yep, I brought an 18. Make the most of the weekend before it's gone. This is my family. This is Joe.
Hi there.
Feel together.
I told them, you know, what I'm all about here in my videos. So come check me out, you know. If you like, you like. If you don't, you don't, you know. It don't cost you a dime. This guy's raising me up over here. Can't really play back with 5'9". So I'm down to 4.5 blinds now. 4 blinds when I eat this small blind here. I have to pretty much get it all in already. Hopefully all 3 of these guys fold right here. And I'll be dumping it in this guy's eye right here. All you can eat sandwich, hopefully folds, and I don't have to play this 9-8 suited, although it plays well against his calling range, would be like drag aces and such, or whatever random other garbage he decides to call with. For him it would be pretty much 2-1 on his money, so you could probably, you know, correctly call with any 2 cards. Like I said, he's got an ace rag. Oh, I think we just realized he got a nut flush, but we got the straight flush. How nice is that? Right on camera. There we go. We doubled up. Now we got a decent stack here. 9 blinds. Ready to make a couple dollars, you know. Trying that one. Usually I'd be playing like, you know, 4 of these at least, you know, 6 maybe. But right now I know I can't probably fit all those on the screen where you guys can see, make out exactly, you know, the betting amounts and everything like that, because it'll be so small, the tables. But I'm thinking of doing maybe more tables than this. Let me know in the chat boxes if you want to see more tables or what. Could do like probably 4 at a time. I move the beautiful, handsome picture. I mean the camera of me. Just get that out of the way completely. Just put the 4 pictures, the 4 tables up there, and you know, try to explain my way as I'm playing them. This is all live, by the way. This is not like a hand replayer. I'm playing them as I'm taping this right here. Playing this as I'm taping it.
You idiots on the internet love trick shot videos, but one sport has been virtually ignored in the trick shot universe until now. For this pitch, I'll be doing a one.
Off camera session. Double light. No more on camera partying. Right here we'll be folding this tune. So when you press the shove king 3 on the gun. Like that, you know? Stay out of the way. Just make plus EV shoves. I say plus EV, mean expected value.
Send in your own horseshoe trick shot videos. We won't play them on the air, but I'll watch them with my house guests. Now, here's your viewer bias.
Also, if you have any questions about any hands that I've played, or any hands that you've played, or any questions in general that you want to ask me, just shoot me a question right in the comments, or private message, whatever. I mean, if you want my email address, whatever, just let me know. I'll give you my email address. You could make it more private or what have you.
Simply type in a name and let ancestors guide you on a journey.
Also, I'm looking to get sponsored, of course. If you're watching this Ultimate Poker, you want to add me to the roster, you know what I'm saying, reach out to our brother. You know, I live right here in Brooklyn, New York, pretty close to New Jersey. If you're willing to move out there. Hang out with Jason Somerville or whatever, and the rest of the roster over there, Dan O'Brien or what have you. Take over the world, you know? If I come on board, forget about it. Stick a fork in them. Right, Ilya? Got thumbs up over there. Off camera. Off camera. Here, we could shove this all in here. This guy got a ton of chips. I mean, we could find a better hand than 7-4 offsuit. There may be a better hand we get dealt. And followed by a worse hand, probably 2-8. We'll dump that off as well. So 6 left still. This guy got 2 blinds. He's got 1 foot out the door. This other guy is shorter than us right here. Tony, 2012 from San Diego. This guy, Grand Forks, I think all U.S. players here. Where's that 3? That guy doubles up. Short stack doubles up. I got somewhat of a game going again. Still pretty short. Still be looking to go all in here, but not with a hand like this. At least something like 2 overs. No, I don't want to shove a hand like King 2, have no kicker. Just doesn't play well post flop. I'd much rather shove a hand like even as light as 8-4 suited. At least it has something going for itself. It's a little bit of a 3-gapper or 4-gapper, and it's suited. It's not working for itself. It'll probably be live cards. It's a much better hand to shovel in than King 2. But I mean, if it comes around to me and I'm in the small blind with King 2, and the guy's sitting there in the big blind, I'm not one to shy away from shoving that in his eye either, to be honest. But I'm not gonna shove King 2 on 3 people, or I've shoved less, but I think we'll find a better spot. And this guy runs into aces here with his Queen 9. See if he could. Oh, and he gets there with the runner. So he's got a little stack there and crippling the other guy. See, the aces don't always win, fellas. That's what I'm talking about when I say stay out of the way. I mean, you're never going to fold aces, obviously, but that's just going to happen. It's just bad luck. Nothing you can do about that for that guy. It's unfortunate. But you see how when I say that there is equity in folding? Yeah, I mean that, man. Seems like all the shorties are doubling up. Kinda not a big fan when that happens, of course, but what can you do? It's just the way the cards fall. So I'm gonna try to stay alive in this thing right now. Oh boy, this guy's raising the gun. I'm gonna have to let this go here. We'll be looking to get it all in shortly. There is 2 other short stacks in here, so we're kind of like gonna have a battle of who's the biggest nit. I feel like, but it ain't gonna be me. I can tell you that, because I'm just not a nit. I can't do it. But lucky enough, this guy gets it in. Hopefully, somebody snaps it off and gets some action. And he got everybody to fold to him, so he's got picked up a pot here. Here, King 5, you know, folds to us. It's not the best hand, but we're so short that we kind of have to get this all in here from the button. I'll be definitely shoving this in the eye of this guy, fools. Hopefully we just get a fold and make our life easier. Otherwise, pretty much he's getting almost 2-1, so you can profitably call with any 2 cards. I mean, pretty much break even at least most of the time. But you know, he elected to fold, which is great for us. Pick up a little pot here. The blinds are so big that every pot, I mean, there's 375, 525 in the pot, you know, before anybody even raises. So this is the time where you want to steal, not early on. It's just so much more profitable to steal these pots than to steal early on when you know the pot is like 60 chips. You know, it's not even worth stealing. So you might as well just stay out of the way and fold those kind of hands. But later on, you know, as the blinds go up, your aggression should go up, and you know, put the pressure on them and not call off. And I always learned from watching Todd Arnold's videos on RPT. He always said that calling off is actually a negative play. It's a negative EV. You know what I mean? And it's really true. You know. And this guy just got quad aces. That's pretty sweet. It's a lot of aces. This guy got 55, 56 chips. So now, pretty much effectively, there's 5 people left. Well, we're the short stack here. We're going to be looking to double up, or we're going to be sent to the rail here shortly to do or die. You never know, maybe one of these guys will choose to get it all in with each other for these slightly bigger stacks than we got, which would be awesome too. I could just sneak into at least 4th place money and like, oh, this is about, it's not about. This thing I'm playing actually show the structure of it. See, it's a 10 person sit and go with it pays the top 4, so it's like about $5, exactly $5 to play. And 4th place, you kind of almost break even. You get 50 cents on top of it for making 4th. So you know, it's better than losing. So over here, I'm just gonna check it, see what he does here. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna check it again. Don't like insta check, you know, make him think like you may have something, you know. Just like timing, kind of like timing tells, like reverse tells, you know. I kind of do it right here. Probably these guys fold it around to us. Definitely shove it in here. Yep, ace 3 should be ahead of his range, hopefully. So we're all in. He's got to call off 700 chips into 1500 chips, which is more than 2-1. He's getting the right odds to call. So if he does, I wouldn't be surprised. And he does call. And he's got ace jack. He's got to dominate. That's great. All right, maybe another queen will come off, or 3, which will ship me the pot. Thank you. Sometimes you get lucky, you know. See what I said? Like sometimes they wake up with a hand, but even when they do, sometimes and you get it in behind, sometimes, you know, 30% of the time you'll get there. That's just what happened, which you saw. So as you can see, you know, I got it in with the worst hand, but the results is that, you know, I took down the pot. But like I said earlier, calling off is what he did, is a negative play. You know what I'm saying? When you put the pressure on them, you make them call off. What does the video say about ace 3 versus ace jack? Well, if you watch the video, you'll find out. I'm explaining it right now, you know. I mean, don't be a fucking smart ass. I mean, you don't have to fucking watch the video if you don't want to. Alright? I'm explaining to you. You know, don't act like you never sucked out on anybody. It's just poker, man. I mean, it happens. Sometimes I suck out too, you know. Not always the other way around. Fucking guy, genius over there. Who's that? Who's that? Anyways, yeah, Tony. You make those remarks over there, Tony. You're getting a bad boy, Tony. About to come down in there, wherever you are. Show you what's what, who's who. Make a house call over here.
Of the door.
Go on a road trip to fucking Toadie's house.
What? When I opened the door, a USA Today had appeared on the floor. So I was like,
See if he's got any questions.
Like, now it's weird. I was bugging out, so I went into town to do a Segway tour and tour some Caribbean Adderall. When I get back, the first thing I notice is that my town has been transformed into a swan. And then I see that on top of the pillow is an even tinier pillow, made entirely of chocolate. And now I know there's a ghost.
Hope this guy shoves on him, you know. I don't want to do it because I got this guy out chipped right now. So, but this guy just see what he did here. You know, I mean, I don't know what hand he had there, but he could definitely have put the pressure on him and picked up that pot right there instead of just, you know, walking him with such a big stack like this. I mean, you know, I'll be shoving that mostly anything. I mean, it's got to be like I'll probably not shove like 5% of the hands that I'm dealt that wide, you know. I mean, I'm shoving 5-6 suited, stuff like that, 4-5 suited, you know, as wide as that. If you got anything working for itself, I'm just shoving that right there.
Broke down and I called my personal life coach and psychic, Chai P. I've known Amy for 12 weeks, and if she says she saw a ghost and agrees to fly me down business class,
Got Tony here shoving on Robert's line. Robert peeled. He called that with A7. Looks like Robert's in trouble here. Robert is the short stack. Well, we're not out of the woods either. Here, like I kind of almost hope someone raises my blind and not this guy here. Otherwise, we're just going to fold it. Oh, and we get a walk, which is monster here. Wow. See, that's what happens when you big stacks. They just sit around and don't put the pressure on the short stacks. You know, they're just missing out value by not taking those blinds down. See, if I was in his situation here with 6,000 chips, I'd probably be raising almost every hand and just taking out pot after pot after pot after pot until people play back at me. You know. And, you know, on the bubble, they pretty much will not play back at you until they have a good hand. Sometimes they'll even fold great hands because they know it's just not worth it for them to risk it. That 30% can still come. And, you know, meanwhile, they could just fold that ace-queen, let's say, and make the money, you know. And I'm not advocating folding ace-queen always, but sometimes it is correct. Alright, this guy... let's see, yep, it doesn't get there, so we're in the money, 4 left, and very nice. So either way here, we're up something, can't lose now, can't lose money, so that's good. That's where you want to get to this point at least, and from this point on you want to try to take down the sit and go and get first place. I'll try to make it happen here, although I am the short stack, so I can't promise it's going to happen. Could be out the next hand. It's poker, you know? It's cards. You only play the hand you dealt. It's a great game. I love this game. You know, I play it all the time. Over here, we flop 2 9s. I'm just gonna call here. I'm not gonna raise, because I want him to bet again. Now he's not gonna believe us that we have a 9 here, because I mean we got 4 of a kind. So we're gonna check it back. Try to get him to bet again, because his any bet when I go all in, I mean, it's just gonna be so unbelievable that I have that card here. I'll just show it to them here. Don't you see? I just showed him my cards. I don't recommend any of you guys doing it. Don't show your cards ever. It's like there's an information war out there. You know, I kind of did it like, you know, more for like entertainment of it all, you know. I mean, I'm making a video here, you know, but when you're playing and you're trying to grind it out and make money, don't give them any extra information than what needs to be done. There's no reason why you should show them your hand. It's a lot better when you don't. let them wonder, let them go crazy about what they had and kick themselves in the ass about making, when really they made a correct fold, let's say, you know. Sometimes that'll tilt the player and make him make bad decisions when he's second guessing himself. So don't give them that any information. Let them second guess themselves and drive themselves fucking batty. You just sit here, make the right decision every time, and just collect that money. You know, just put that in the piggy bank. You know.
Now, living with hair loss, that is, losing your hair is no fun, and no one wants to be bald. But there is hope. Getting my hair back was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about here. Blinds are 200, 400, and they're over here making min raises, which is pretty terrible, all the way around. For the both of their hands, I don't know what they have here, unless it's aces, or I just think this hand played terribly wrong by both players. At least by one player. Just fools over here. I don't know what the fuck he's got, but unless he has that hand there, either a king or a jack. I mean, I don't know. You should have just shoved it all in. They'll never do that unless you have a monster hand there. Alright, here. See, there's no reason to go all in here. But since we did hit a pair, I mean, I'm likely to think that I have the best hand here. You know, the bottom pair, I mean, I just don't believe it here. I'm just gonna peel it off. I could be wrong. Oh, he's got a flush draw. What he did? Oh, well, that was crazy. I mean, he had actually a crazy hand there. I mean, I don't know. I don't like his play by just limping. Like I said, it's not something I would do. But he did flop a big piece of that flop. But you know, with a pair and the flush draw, he was actually ahead the whole time until that turn came off. Well, like I said, I sucked out again, but you know, it's a sit and go. He did just like limp into my blind, and you know, I caught a piece of it. Just, you know, two-thirds of the time in poker, when you see a flop and you have a hand that's you know, overcards to the flop, you're gonna miss that flop more times than you will hit it. You're gonna miss that flop approximately 2/3 of the time. So you know, by me making a pair there, you know, I'm thinking, you know, he didn't even make a pair there because most of the time you're not going to. Most of the time you're gonna miss the flop. So by him just checking that to me, or whatever, I don't really remember how the action went. Well, you know, I thought I had the best hand there. Bottom line, I mean, I was wrong, but hey, we got there. Whatever, we, you know, stayed alive. Fuck that guy limping into our blinds. You know, here it went check. I mean, I'm thinking my king is the best hand here. I'm just gonna fire a little bet, make it like 600, about half the pot. See what happens here. I don't want to overextend myself a bit more than that. I think this will accomplish enough. If anyone's got that draw there with the diamonds, they might peel this card here, but they don't. Definitely, when the 2 aces comes up, it just makes it, nobody raised or nothing like that, so it makes it unlikely that any of them have an ace there. And since they don't have an ace, you know, it's just hand reading. You know, I'm just reading what I think that they have. That's what you should be doing. You should be putting them on a range of hands as you play, and that make your decisions easier. And that way you can start learning how to make reads even online without, like, you know, having any facial reads or any kind of things like that, any kind of tells like that. Physical tells, you know, you can still have reads on the players, whether it be timing tells or just putting them on ranges, which is what you should be doing every hand. Even when you're not in the hand, you should be putting people on ranges. That way you learn the ranges that people are likely to be opening and shoving ranges and so on.
That one of your bridesmaids told me. Who? Which bridesmaid? Okay. Which one did I talk to yesterday?
These guys been talking shit about me and my site, but what do you know? 3 people left. I'm still in there, and all those guys talking shit are gone, right? So, you know, stick around, folks. I'm not here blowing hot air up your ass. I know what I'm doing a little bit. Played a couple of these before in my life.
That's not it. Now sit down. Right down. Do not sit down.
See here, this guy went all in, 3-handed. Any ace is likely to be a good hand. I'm calling here for sure. He's got a shove in. It can be a lot lighter than the ace-2, unless we're ahead versus a king-9. He gets there by hitting 2 pair, and now a full house. What can you do? It's okay. I mean, you know, we sucked out a couple times too. It's only fair. They're gonna suck out sometimes too. Here, this guy folds. Been pretty quiet with his big stack there. All in here. Fares to be the best hand here versus a random hand. So I'm gonna shove it and take it down the pot. And here, this is also a okay shove here, but I like to fold this hand here. Hope that guy on my left gets hyped and just goes all in, and I can just make sure I get second place at least, lock down second. King Jack here. See what happens with the action. It's above average hand, heads up pot. So here I'm just gonna go all in. I have less than 10 blinds. I'm not gonna look and see the flop. Although I could see the flop, I'd rather just take down the pot uncontested, just like we did here. Thank you, young man. Take down that pot. I'll move on. Here, Jack 4, folds. It's borderline, but I'm gonna shove. I'm gonna put the pressure on him. Let him call off. Oh, and he did. Let's see. Probably have to suck out here again, and we could do it. There's the 4. We can hold that, and yep, we get there. And now we're in second place. Here, once we're heads up is a whole different monster to play. I'm just gonna min raise here because 10s are very above average hand for a heads up, and I flop a set, which is the most profitable thing you could do here. I'm just gonna go ahead and bet 1,000 chips just like I did last hand. Hopefully he has an ace, which he doesn't, so it doesn't continue. He's gonna fold anyways, but I don't think I rather lead out there. It makes it look more like suspicious. I would probably lead out if I missed the flop as well. So yeah, I'm gonna check it to him here. So a flop that's unlikely to have hit him, but then again he didn't raise. So what you can do here, you can most times he's bullshitting here, but you bet a little bit more than half the pot, which is kind of suspicious to me. So sometimes I would click it back and just make it a min raise here, but this is the time. I don't know. I'm gonna be a little cautious here, on the cautious side, and just fold to him. Although I don't really believe he has much there, but it's possible they do hit hands sometimes. Right here again. You see a hand like this? I mean, you could go all in here because look, I have it's more of his stack here. I could just put the pressure and just shove on him right away. Make him have to fold that. Like 9-8 suited plays pretty good heads up versus random holdings. Here he gets a walk. These are big here. Keep in mind that his stack here, he's got about 13 blinds. It's okay also to sometimes, you see, when you're make sure you play most of your hands in position, even heads up, because when you're on the button here, you're in position, you get to act last. See how great it is here? I just limped in, I'm in position, and got him leading out. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna give him some rope and just call one more street. See if he bets again. Make him think I have a flush draw. But he bet 500 here. I'm not gonna let him get away with that. I'm not gonna let him bet 1/4 of the pot and just call that again. So I'm gonna put in a little raise here and make him pay off, a decent amount if he wants to chase a flush. But he's not gonna stick around and chase that card.
Get to Subway for the oven roasted chicken. Our $3.06 selected bag. Load up this low-fat flavor.
3. I'll let that go to a raise like that. I don't know what he's doing raising with his stack. Should be shoving all in. King 7 suited here. Definitely gonna go all in. He's got 11 blinds. I think it's the best hand most of the time. He calls. Let's see. He woke up with a hand. See if we can stock out one more hand. We don't get there. It's alright. Still got some chips. Lost the chip lead there. It's okay. I don't think it's a bad shove. Results don't really matter. Although either way, we're gonna take down at least second place here, even if we do lose here. See a hand like this. This is all in here versus heads up. Trying to pick up the pot. If he does call, we have 2 live cards here. They're Oh, probably live. Yeah, they are live now. So there's a 3. Hope we could fade an 8 and a 5. So now we're definitely getting there. Thank you. And we doubled up to 6,000 chips. Still alive in this thing. As I got ace 3. I'll be shoving all in here also. Can't let my pot like that when I have ace 3. I'm sorry. I'll be all in. Yeah. This guy wants to go along with it. Let's, you know, run the cards. Alright, here we got 4-5. I think it's a little bit. Could shove here. But I think I'll just see if I could just sneak in there, limp one pot, bet half the pot on the flop, and hopefully take it down. See, when on the flop like this, paired flop, like 6 king king, I always like to bet half the pot. It just seems like, I don't know why, it just seems to scare them more and they just fold, you know, especially when you miss. Here again, this guy's just limping in, it's not raising. It gives us the opportunity to flop 2 pair as we did right here, so we'll check it time, let him bet. And he does. I'm just gonna shove on him. Maybe hopefully gets the call off. Make him think I have a flush draw. He's got 2 pair. Try to really give him the rope to hang himself with, and he does call off. What does he got? 7. So he's got to open on a straight draw. Just have to fade a 4 or a 9, and we doubled up. See, he put in all his chips on like a 30% chance. It's not the best. Right? So you see here, gotta go 56 chips into 776 chips, so that's a no-brainer. I need 2 cards. There's a call here. Hopefully, we could flop something here. Oh, like 2 9s, which is perfect. And we'll be taking out this game. So, you know, there's another sit and go training video finished, where we take down the first place again. And you know, if you have any questions, if you like what you see, shout me out in the chat box or like my video. And you know, there'll be more to come. I'll be making videos, you know, almost daily. So you know, stay tuned. Later.